Good morning, my darlings. Welcome to a new vlog. I think this is going to be a really exciting vlog. I'm very excited to take you along with all of the fun things that are going on over the next, let's say, 48 hours. I am dressed and about to head onto the train heading into London. And I've got a lovely day planned. I have got some pampering bits lined up, which I'll take you along with me to. But first I thought I'd show you my outfit of the day. I think I'm gonna have to grab a brolly because although it's sunny here, I think it's gonna be raining in London. But I have gone for many shades of brown for today's outfit. I've got my Saint Laurent crossbody bag, and those of you that have been around for a while may recognize this coat. I shot some of my favorite ever autumn in London shots in this coat about 3 years ago down at Pall Mall, and it's an old one from Reiss, but I think, as I always say with Reiss, their bits are just so timeless. I very rarely get rid of Reiss things from my wardrobe because I find that I just want to wear them every single year. But I'm going to show you what I've got on underneath. This is the jumper dress that you may have seen in a week ago's video. So I think this video is going up on Tuesday. So yeah, last Tuesday's video. It is the knit dress, also from Reiss, with the really interesting back detail. So it's got like an open back section and then this cream contrast bow tie detail. I just think it is such an elegant dress, and yet it's a jumper dress, which is my absolute favorite thing in the world to wear at this time of year. And then, I don't even know what this is. I mean, I like to think that Charlie has unpacked from Ibiza because it was over a month ago. I just don't know what this suitcase is doing down here. And let me just tell you, if I was to leave something cluttering this house up, I would never hear the end of it because his lordship would tell me off. But that suitcase has been there for like forever, for as long as I can remember. That suitcase has been there, so I will be having words with himself later on today. Anyway, I have got my Valentino boots on with the dress. I did feature them in a worst purchase video, but since then I've been trying really hard to style them with lots of different things. So this is my outfit of the day to head into London for some pampering. And then I'm also taking with me this very full weekend bag. This is the Weekender bag from Katie Loxton. It's really beautifully personalized with my initials. I'm shooting some content for this, which should be live by now on my Instagram. So head over to my Instagram and check out the Katie Loxton reel. If you go and find it based on this video, leave a little bag emoji in the comments of the reel if you head there from this. But yeah, I've got everything in there, including my dress for tonight. And tonight, something very special is happening. Charlie and I are going to the official multimedia screening on the premiere night of James Bond, No Time to Die. Is that what it's called? I think it's No Time to Die. Gosh, I should know, shouldn't I? I think it is going to be a red carpet event, which is going to be fun to get glammed up. I've not got glammed up in, well, actually I have for the weddings that we went to. Looks like Charlie has got some suit bits out. So yeah, today's a little bit of pampering ahead of the film this evening, which I'll take you along to. So without further ado, let's head into London. So this is downstairs at the Aveda Institute. I'm in one of the lovely treatment rooms. It smells heavenly down here. I'm about to have a facial with Adila, and these are some of the products that we're going to be using from Aveda. This is their new Botanical Kinetics serum range, all with lots of lovely hyaluronic acids. So I'm going to get to try these out with Adila's amazing techniques, and then I shall report back.
So are we ready for the tapping then? It's quite vigorous, it's quite fast. So you'll find that I'll apply some pressure around the eye area, you know, not your customary third finger, least amount of pressure, just gently around the eyes. No, you'll find that I actually apply vigorous pressure, not to tug and pull your skin, but because we have that slip and glide with the product. So it's a very large group of muscles. It's called orbicularis oculi. It actually wraps around your eyes like 60s goggles, and it wraps all the way to the back of your skull. So it's a huge muscle, and it's a shame that we are taught not to activate it and work it. We are too scared to work it, thinking, oh, the skin is so thin, but actually the muscle underneath, once you activate it, like any other muscle, works beautifully. It tightens, it lifts your brow, and tightens your smile lines. This is my finger Botox, okay? It really gets rid of your fine lines and wrinkles.
That's why I wondered if you'd need to do it more, because it's muscular.
With facial massage, I'd recommend, honestly, even if you can spend 3 to 5 minutes every 2 or 3 days, do that. Like, sit in front of your TV or in your bed and whip out your favorite serum after you've cleansed your face and applied a layer of serum, and just work it into the skin. Don't be afraid to create warmth. Don't be afraid to use a little bit of pressure and friction. It's actually really awakening for your skin. And then when you go to sleep, what you've done is you've actually created a beautiful layer of phytobotanicals, if you've used a good facial oil, on top. And underneath you have fed your skin with beautiful serums. So underneath you'll get the hydration, from the top you get the moisturization, and your skin feeds overnight.
Perfect. You're literally on Leicester Square, and I think this boarding is up ready for the premiere. So hopefully my room's on this side and I might be able to spy on what's going on, but let's go and check in. Okay, hello darlings, excuse the bathroom shot, but I'm just going to give you a quick tour of our lovely room here at the Londoner. So the Londoner is where Charlie and I are staying tonight. The location is literally so perfect. Ooh, if you can hear a noise behind me, it is literally the world's snazziest toilet seat. It's warm on your bottom. It's lovely. It's like a Japanese jazzy toilet, and I hear everyone talking about the toilets here. Simple things, please, simple minds. Oh my god. Okay. I don't need you right now. Right. So as I was saying, I've just come up to my lovely room. This hotel has been open for less than 4 weeks. It is brand spanking new. Location is perfect for where Charlie and I are going to be tonight. And it's literally slap bang in Leicester Square. So oh my god, that toilet. So for tourists, it's just literally the most amazing location. Because of the location, the rooms are a little bit smaller, but as you'll see, perfect. I was gonna say my only complaint is that there's not a full-length mirror, but the shower is actually like a mirrored door, and I haven't even seen the shower. There's a bath! Oh my gosh, I couldn't even see in here. Okay, so this is like the shower room. Okay, so that is pretty much the full-length mirror. The reason I was in the bathroom is because I've actually just had to wash my Dior makeup bag and the inside of my Burberry tote bag because I got a delicious acai berry smoothie to enjoy on my way over here. Sorry, I'll block the toilet, that's rather gross. And I put the empty cup in my bag, and yeah, got some splatters of bright orange acai berry smoothie all over my makeup bag and my bag. So I've just been in here washing everything. I have just given my face a quick rinse over with my By Terry micellar water, and then I've popped on some of the Decléor Sun-Kissed cream. I just wanted to have a really nice warm glow before I start doing my makeup, which I'm not going to do for another hour or so because it's only I think it's only like 4 p.m. at the moment. I did go to the Harry's salon on King's Road for a haircut, and she used tongs to curl it. She's done a good job, but she was really rushing, and I could tell that she just didn't really want to be doing my hair. She wanted to see her next client. So hopefully I'm sure I'll be able to like tong it a little bit more myself later and look great ready for the premiere. But anyway, let me show you my room. We actually can see the Odeon here, but I don't think that's the Odeon where the premiere is going to be. I think that'll be around the corner. The sun is coming out. Oh, I just love these views over London. And then this is my room, beautiful wood paneling. I'm pretty sure this is a Super King, same size bed as our bed at home. And then round this side in the wardrobe, I was really impressed to see that they have not only a Dyson hairdryer, I guess it'll be the Supersonic, yep, but they also put a steamer in the room, which is great because I needed to steam my dress. However, I did actually still end up using my own steamer, the Tefal, which, by the way, this video will be going up within October. It's currently still September, but you can get 30% off the Tefal steamers with the code RUNWAY. I'll leave it linked down below. So yeah, I just gave my dress a quick steam, ready to pop on later. And then in here, we have got coffee supplies, a safe, and a little fridge. Peckish, and my hotel is on Leicester Square. I literally have no problem with coming and grabbing a burger and cheese fries and sitting by myself. I'm just gonna watch a YouTube video, put my earphones in, and enjoy my cheeseburger and cheese fries. Well, how lovely is this? I've just got back to the room and it looks like they have delivered a 007 themed cocktail. Ooh, let's have a look. From the Avant-Garde Spirits Company. The martini cocktail, shake me, don't stir me. Ooh. Delighted you have chosen to stay with us. Please enjoy dinner and the Bond premiere. Oh my gosh, that's so lovely. Okay, well, I think without further ado, it's time to make a cocktail while I get my makeup done, ready for tonight. Well, this is the reality of getting ready when I just grabbed all of my makeup in a rush. I didn't know what I would need this morning, so I just grabbed just so much, and I think I'm going to use this as an excuse to sort out what goes in my travel makeup bag. Obviously, I should not be taking big glass things like this with me in my travel makeup bag, especially when I have a very similar product in a small version. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I think I am going to use that tonight, but I'm going to put my By Terry Brightening CC Serum in my travel bag. Oh my gosh, the toilet keeps making noises. And for example, I've got the Bare Minerals foundation here. Again, I'm going to use that tonight. And I can put this little mini of a Clarins foundation in my travel makeup bag because this has just been overflowing, too much stuff in there. And I do have travel minis, so there doesn't seem much point in having all these big bits in here. So I'm gonna do my makeup. I've got a little bit of time. I've got like an hour to do my makeup, and I mean, it's going to take me 10 minutes, let's be honest. So I can have a little bit of a rejig while I do it. A little serum, Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum. Basically going to put all the minis in there, get rid of any duplicates, keep my night oil out. I love this. I need to get a new one. This is the Decléor Aromessence Neroli facial oil, and I love putting that on in the evenings when I go away. It's become a real pampering product. As you can see, I have got through quite a lot of it. What else am I going to use tonight? Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Beauty Light Wand, amazing highlight. I'm gonna use, ooh, did I bring my By Terry palette? Oh, I don't know if I did. Charlotte Tilbury lip gloss, love that one. Oh good, I've got my Charlotte Tilbury big palette here. What else, what else, what else? Eyeshadow, I have bought my new Naked Urban Decay Cyber palette with me. It's got the most beautiful shades in there, so I think I'm going to go for a pinky champagne-y eye. Whenever I get my makeup done professionally, they always do the eyes first, so I think that's what I'm going to try this evening. Okay, 15 minutes later, maybe 20 minutes, I was listening to lots of James Bond interviews on Lorraine and this morning, and I have done makeup. I was sat in this window area because it's got the best daylight. Do you know what? I've just forgotten how to do makeup properly. I feel like I'm just surrounded by so many glamorous people in this line of work, and obviously tonight at a premiere, people that have really taken the time to learn how to do their makeup properly, and I never really have. I've always just been of the mindset that I can't be able to spend more than 10-15 minutes on my makeup. So I've literally done my everyday makeup, but with a little bit more on the eyes. So I did use the Naked Cyber palette, and because the dress I'm wearing later is that maroony colour, this palette has got a shade in it called Bite, that far end red one, and I used that kind of like a liner, kind of to flick flick it out a little bit, and then I have just brushed through my hair, so it is a little bit shorter, which is great, and the curls look much better now that I have brushed them through. But I'm going to go downstairs now, meet Charlie for some very quick dinner. They've got an amazing restaurant, it looks amazing, restaurant here called, I think it's called 8 at the Londoner. So I'm going to meet Charlie there. We're going to have some food, I might have a cocktail or two, and then it's time to come back to the room, quick change of outfit, and then head out to the film. So we have another rooftop view at the 8 restaurant here in the Londoner. We're just perusing the menu. It smells amazing in here. They've got some diptyque candles lit and it just smells incredible. So you can either have a set menu, or I think Charlie and I are going to choose from the a la carte.
There's lots so many things though, aren't there?
What are you tempted by, darling?
Everything.
Everything.
Absolutely everything. I mean, lobster tempura sounds amazing.
Yeah.
King prawns, crispy squid, gyoza tacos, ribeye with truffle and wasabi butter. I think we kind of have to have that. We need to get rid of one of these tacos. And we should get a vegetable tacos, and then we should get the...
Yeah, that sounds good. Starting off with some fried calamari. Charlie has spritzed.
I wish you liked this, because it is...
I wish I liked it because it looks really good.
Fishy though.
I know. I have tried it before, and I just...
Yeah. I understand you not liking it, but...
It looks amazing and it smells amazing, but I'll just enjoy my champagne. Charlie has a glowing review of the lobster tempura.
I feel a bit guilty because the fish always gets brought out first, doesn't it?
I don't mind. I did have a Shake Shack.
That is one of the best things I've tasted in a long time.
Really? What's so good about it?
It's fluffy.
Fluffy.
It's crispy.
Crispy.
It is quite rich, but it's lovely.
Sounds good.
Beef tataki.
Beef tataki. A Wagyu ribeye.
I would say this is the piece de resistance.
Apparently the baby chicken's excellent though.
Look at that.
Like solid bits of truffle on top as well.
Right, let's give that a look. Tell you what, I need chopstick lessons. My
chopstick etiquette. Did you miss? Was it good? Charlie's over here having a food meltdown.
That.
Is that the best thing you've ever eaten?
No, but it's next level.
Next level.
Look at that, there's a heart truffle.
Oh, cute. And we have the last but not least, the baby chicken, which we've heard is fantastic. We've got a little bit of the kohlrabi left, which is so delicious. It's in like a creamy...
Kohlrabi.
I did try, but the bunny rabbits got to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll try again next year.
Rabbits then?
Well...
I think pigeons will be.
Maybe pigeons. Oh! How's the baby chicken? How's the baby chicken? Delish? As good as Penyan baby chicken?
Not sure it is.
Really?
Everything else has been lovely. This is good, but...
I'm gonna try it.
That is good.
And while we may not have time for pudding, I have ordered an espresso martini, and wow, it looks insane. We've got like a glazed sesame cracker and the best crema I have ever seen on an espresso martini. It's like a dessert.
That is stunning.
My goodness. Okay, we have enjoyed a delicious dinner at the 8 restaurant at the Londoner. It was absolutely scrumptious, and lots of, they recommended 3 plates per person. I think we ordered 7 between us, and it was absolutely perfect. And I've brought the espresso martini up to the room just while Charlie and I are doing our final bits and bobs, getting ready. I think I'm just about ready. I've just topped up my makeup ever so slightly, put some powder on, and I popped on, where is it, that Charlotte Tilbury lip gloss that I was showing you earlier. So I think I am ready. I've got my lovely Reese dress on. Let me see if I can show you properly. The lighting in here is quite crazy, so you might not be able to see, but this is the dress. It's a very different shade for me. I don't normally go for these crimson tones. I'm normally in white or pink. And then I'm just going to take my little YSL bag. This is something else I don't really have. I don't really have many evening-y bags, but there we go. So I think what I'm going to do is swap over now to vlogging on my film, because I don't think I'll be able to vlog much when we're there anyway, and I think I'd rather put a little bit of makeup in my handbag than the vlogging camera. We have to make very tough decisions. So swapping over to the phone, I will see you at the screening. It has been a while since we've been allowed to have a breakfast buffet, but this one looks rather wonderful. Gosh, I've already ordered a broccoli. It's got a really unusual menu. I've ordered like a broccoli fried eggs. I think I'm gonna get an almond croissant. Make a mini avocado on toast. Yum! Oh my god, I've not had Cocoa Pops in years. I'm gonna have to have some. Charlie has gone for a skillet of, it's like a scrambled egg with smoked salmon.
Asparagus.
We're impressed with the breakfast menu, aren't we? Very nice.
Allow me?
Oh, thank you very much. And I have got a broccoli and fried egg on sourdough. Looks rather lovely. Alongside my almond croissant. Hello again, darlings. We are back home again, back to home turf, back in the Cotswolds, and we need to do a little bit of a debrief after the last 24 hours. So obviously Bond last night, we are not going to give any spoilers whatsoever. I've noticed that their ad campaign this morning that they're putting out everywhere is see it first, keep the secrets, or something like that. And I would say that oh gosh, I'm very blown out. I would say they have hit the nail on the head with that strapline. My number one tip would be see it soon, because there are some big things that happen in that film, and it'd be really annoying if you heard about them before you actually saw it. So yeah, it was fantastic. 2 hours and 46 minutes, and I'm not gonna lie, starting at like 8:30, I was thinking, gosh, I'm not gonna be able to stay awake through all of this, but it was gripping all the way throughout. Possibly actually my favourite Bond film. What did you think?
I honestly, I'm not just saying, obviously we were invited as guests to see it. We're such big Bond fans, we'd already booked to go and see it this Saturday, haven't we, with friends?
Yeah. So
we're still going to do that, because it'd be a shame to cancel that, so we get to see it twice this week,
yeah,
which is amazing. I had high expectations, and sometimes in those situations there's only one way to go when it's something that bigged up and it was postponed by like 2 years or whatever. But
yeah,
I couldn't fault it. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was gripping. The stunts were amazing. Daniel Craig was amazing. There were some bits in it where female actresses play a big part, which I think was quite fitting.
Bigger than in previous Bonds.
Oh, massively. I would say that. Well, and also it was very interesting that Daniel Craig walked the red carpet with the 2 female leads, rather than with Rami Malek or with any of the other characters. So I do think times are changing, and Bond is reflecting that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was unbelievable, and as you say, like, you know, a film's good when you're not checking your watch. Oh, like absolutely. 2 hours 45 minutes, I think it was. Yeah. We were in there from 8 till nearly 11 p.m. Yeah. The only thing I would say is don't drink much water before you go in, or anything in that instance. Yeah. And yeah, so you can enjoy it without having to leave. Absolutely.
Charlie and I were very excited when we saw, I think it was a squad of like 4 defenders, this exact car, coming over the hill. It was the baddest car, but still.
No, they had like 6 of them.
Yeah, they had loads.
And it's almost the exact spec of ours.
Yeah, well, funnily enough, Charlie and I follow Land Rover UK PR on Instagram, their PR account, and this exact car with the matte black and loads of the finishes that we've got is the car that they are calling their 007 car.
I think it's shot. I think it is normal black, actually.
Oh really?
I don't think it's matte. I think that's the only difference.
Well, I think the James Bond one just has like 007 in silver somewhere.
Yeah, but
but very cool that we have a James Bond villain car. What were you going to say?
Well, the mad thing was Chloe, a family friend of mine, she used to work for Jaguar Land Rover. Yeah. And there are a few things in the film which you can sort of sense. Obviously, it was filmed with the idea of being launched like a year and a bit ago.
When this car launched.
Yeah, so for example, that was a part of their launch of the new Defender model, which obviously now people are familiar with the car. Yeah. So that was something that was quite sad in a way for the brand. And even like the song is unreal, I think, Billie Eilish. Yeah. I didn't realise she actually launched the song in February 2020. Gosh. So it's been on iTunes, but I don't think people really knew it was on iTunes because the film is obviously there to promote it, if that makes sense.
It didn't have the hype.
But it was worth the wait.
It was. That was the hashtag, wasn't it?
That was the Heineken hashtag that I worked on with obviously Heineken and James Bond have an affiliation.
I see. So then we were so lucky because the screening that we went to was in Leicester Square, and then our hotel was literally on Leicester Square as well, so we didn't even have to hop in an Uber. We just went back to the hotel, had a very good night's sleep, and then lovely breakfast this morning.
It is the best hotel. I would say it's not the most luxurious hotel. It's not my favourite hotel in London, but it is the best hotel for location.
Yeah.
If you are a tourist and you want to explore Leicester Square and like all of the more touristy parts of London, because it's in the heart of theatre town nearly.
Yeah.
And or if you're going to a premiere or something, because you literally just fall out the cinema and you're in your hotel.
Quite literally. Is that someone waving at us? Is it Jack?
Maybe.
Yeah. That's so funny. And then Charlie and I popped into a place called L'Atelier Aesthetics, and this place has come really highly recommended by friends, and Charlie and I are I say Charlie and I basically dragged Charlie along.
Well,
no, Charlie did want to have some conversations as well, but I just want to really invest my time and efforts into a really, really good facial and skincare routine. Obviously, I've been so lucky to try loads and loads of different facials through brand appointments, like yesterday, for example, at Aveda, but I've never really stuck with one person, one clinic, and really gotten into a good long-term routine with facials. So we both had a really good consultation, discussed what our skin is like, what we're currently using, any treatments we've previously had, and I was saying that some of the main things I'd like to look at are my chin, because makeup just does not sit around on my chin, it just vanishes. My skin texture on my chin is not great, and general skin texture I feel like I could improve over the long term as well as hopefully some softening of fine lines around my eye area. And Charlie, what were you inquiring about?
Well, for me, I think it's interesting for me, like I've had burst blood vessels on my nose even before I broke my nose playing rugby from just being bashed around.
Yeah.
And obviously they've got worse now. I broke my nose about 18 months ago.
Yeah.
And it can sound like a small thing, but you see it every day and it bothers me when I'm putting contact lenses in, you know, so I just wanted her thoughts on that. And apparently within a couple of sessions of laser, they can completely remove them and then never come back.
Yeah.
So that was impressive. And I think, unlike yourself, you're thinking about making some quite drastic changes to your skincare routine to make some changes, aren't you?
To complement the treatments.
Yes, whereas rather than me making drastic changes, because I'm quite attached to the products I use already, I'm just going to add a couple of other little things in there, like using retinol perhaps. I've always been a bit nervous, but ultimately for me it was interesting because as a guy I think there was a lot of what she was saying that most guys would be really interested in, but I think there is still a massive taboo around that level of skincare. I think guys are using moisturisers more now, but to go the next step and do 3, 4, 5 steps, you know, use things like retinols, have I don't know what the word is other than chemical peel. I think it needs a rebrand. You know, an enzyme peel or something every couple of months to sort of refresh your complexion. But yeah, I mean, I'm obviously keen to share it on my social media and my own journey with it, because yeah, it sounds like that they have a great setup, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And they're actually moving to a brand new clinic space in a few weeks' time. So when they do, I will be popping along for some radiance peels and just hopefully get my skin looking really, really good. So that's that was a really interesting consultation this morning at their existing clinic, which is on the corner of Harley Street and New Cavendish. And it's great for us because sometimes after a facial you just want to get home, you don't want to be, obviously you don't want to put makeup on straight away, so I can just hop straight on the train from Marylebone and get back home like we did today. And now, gosh, Charlie and I are just on the move a lot today. We're in the car again and we have got a 40-45 minute drive ahead of us for a very exciting reason. I feel like, Charlie, I should hand over to you to explain what we're doing now.
Right, so what we are doing now, obviously we bought this car about 6-8 weeks ago. Absolutely adore it. And ever since we were sort of looking at this car, I think we were talking about getting a new Defender model for about 6 to 8 months, weren't we?
Yeah.
Because we see them a lot every day at Soho Farmhouse, and we're like, wow, they're lovely. And weirdly, it's one of those cars that really grows on you. But we've always loved the older model, but we've always thought, look, we wouldn't be able to get an older model as a day-to-day car because of the running costs, etc, etc. But in the search for this, we did find ourselves sort of following the Land Rover Classics account, etc, and it just feels like they are appearing everywhere at the moment. So with another friend of ours, Ben, he is constantly sending me links of stuff on eBay or, you know, second-hand cars that fit what we would be looking for. And he sent us one the other day, and we sort of thought, oh, that would be perfect. There was another one, wasn't there, but it had already sold, that you had seen. Yeah. So anyway, I contacted this guy, and he's completely renovated it. It's a hobby for him, really. So today we're going to go and look at it. It is an older model Land Rover Defender, 2-seater. It's got a canvas style boot, so it's got a big boot, which is going to be really useful for us for all manner of things. I think
furniture.
Well, I think we thought we would use this car once, you know, for stuff for straw top, but it's such a lovely car. It always seems a shame to fill the boot with stuff that might scratch and damage the car. Now this is still going to be a lovely car, but it is an older car. It's, you know, I think it's done 90,000 miles, so it's still in good nick. There are some other exciting ideas we have linking this car to straw top, but we're not going to go into that in too much detail yet. But this car and straw top seem to go together quite well, so we have some exciting plans on that front. But for the time being, we're going to just use this as a car to potter around locally. We've sort of agreed, haven't we, that we're probably not going to leave Oxfordshire, Warwickshire in this car. Yeah. It's manual, you don't want to be doing too many miles in it, and it's pretty retro. Yeah. But yeah, that's the long story, ultimately.
I knew Charlie would give the long version.
Was it a good long version?
It was a good long version of the story, because you're always a lot better with explaining things than I am. So there is a chance, if this car is exactly as it says on the tin, Charlie's been researching things to, you know, check when it comes to old Defenders. If everything goes well at this meeting, then we might actually end up bringing it home today, which would be really, really exciting. It's an absolutely beautiful car. Personally, I have had this type of car on my radar since, pretty much, I would say, since we moved to the Cotswolds. I don't think I was lusting over them before we moved.
I think I obviously grew up where I grew up in Surrey. You do see quite a few of them. But they're more battered because they're more functional cars. Yeah. And I've always really liked what they look like, but I have always, people famously always say they're so uncomfortable, they're not designed, and they're not designed for long journeys. No. And they are a utility vehicle and a workman's vehicle to start with. Yeah. But I think the more we live here, the more we're appreciating these style cars, aren't we? Yeah. And even when we were with Lydia and Ali recently, I know they said to us recently that they love these old designs, and they share a lot of the same sort of likes and dislikes that we have and passions. And there's something when you live out here that just makes you want a car like that, isn't there?
And my first ever car was a convertible, and this is kind of going to be a little bit of a convertible, but anyway, we'll show it to you in a second.
It's not going to be a winter car, I don't think. No,
it's going to be strictly for the Cotswolds, strictly for summer, and it's also a manual. And Charlie and I are both now really used to obviously driving automatics, and we might do a little bit of work to it, but we shall see. It's all exciting. And you may be thinking, what are you going to be doing with your Mazda? Because I have said so many times that I love our Mazda so much.
Look at the colour of that.
That is an epic colour Range Rover.
Like a dark green.
I think that's the British racing.
Yeah, wow.
Yes, so luckily, well, no, that's not the right word. Interestingly, timing wise, my brother is basically in need of a new car, and as you might have seen from the last vlog, my brother has 4 little boys, so a big car very much suit him. He is having a few issues with his car at the moment, and so timing wise, everything happens for a reason. This is a sign that we don't have to say goodbye to the Mazda. So Charlie and I are going to give the Mazda to my brother, which will be really lovely that he can enjoy it, and we know that it's such a good car.
Well, we've had it for nearly 3 years, but because a year and a bit of that was when we lived in London.
Yes.
Well, half that time, I think we've only done 9,000 or 10,000 miles in it. So it's really very much still like a new car.
Yeah.
And we adore it, don't we? But it's just not quite right.
I just wouldn't be able to let it go to anyone else. I'd never be able to sell it. I love it so much.
So I think it's so nice that we can give it a new home. Your brother's he doesn't know this yet, but fortunately I don't think he watches your YouTube channel.
He'll have it before
we're gonna give it to him. And it'll be really good for the 4 boys because it's much bigger, it's much more well suited when they come and visit us. And then everyone's happy, and we don't really desperately need 2 5-seater cars, do we, at this moment?
And to be honest, we will obviously just use this car as our main car, and the new old Defender. We're just gonna have to start calling it this one the new Defender.
The new Defender and the old Defender.
Or the green one and the black
This one's
one.
called Lancelot, and I don't know what the I don't know what the new one's going to be called. Mind you, I do feel like this one looks a bit like Bane from Batman. Whenever I look at it, it feels like a villain car.
Well,
whereas
the baddies in
yeah, I know.
drove
this car feels like a villain's car.
And
the new one
James
feels like a
Bond,
goodies car.
Actual James Bond drove an old Defender, so we are literally yes, he did.
Oh, he
in
did.
Jamaica.
Yes, sorry, you're right. And then he drove a Mitsubishi. And it was the Mitsubishi that was
defeated the Defenders.
I was like, wow,
we're giving too much away. So basically, Charlie and I are very, very excited to be going to see this new old Defender, and yeah, I guess in 5 minutes or so you guys will see whether we end up bringing it home with us. All very, very exciting. So here we are, the first look, first impressions.
amazing. Looks amazing, doesn't it? How are you, mate? You alright?
Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, we'll do it, yeah.
Yeah, in the garage. We'll use it. We've already joked, so we'll leave Leicestershire, Warwickshire. It's, you know, it's going around that area, whereas obviously this is a workforce.
Did this one, I took it home and my wife was like, can we keep this one?
You probably can only do one at a time.
Yeah,
and this is just from the riveting, is it? Then?
Yeah, totally, yeah, that's the nice thing about it. You've got all these sort of, that is literally all this,
All
you'll get
things
that on a...
I thought I just had to film this because Charlie has not driven manual in quite some time, but we're doing a little test drive.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
This feels powerful.
So exciting. Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh. It's such an old school steering wheel. Do you know I actually learned how to drive in a Citroen Berlingo van in a field with a gear stick that looked like this. So.
This is nostalgic.
That's actually awesome. So the chap was just saying that the back here, we could, if we wanted to, we could actually put bench seats in the back, and we could put 6 people in the back, obviously with seatbelts, if we wanted to. So maybe 6, yeah, 3 on each side.
You sure?
Yeah,
4 on each side,
we can start a taxi company if we want to. Steady on, mate. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we're just going for a little test drive down the lanes. How does it feel, darling?
It feels amazing. Got someone behind us, so I'm getting a bit nervous, but it feels really good. I am going to be nervous driving this home, but I will be fine.
We'll just go really slowly.
I mean, it feels epic.
It feels like you're driving a proper, like...
It feels a bit like you're driving like a bus or something, because it feels bigger than our car, doesn't it?
We just need one of those...
Yeah.
Clench your buttocks, fasten your seatbelts. This is a bumpy ride. Hello. I think you guys just saw it is such an epic shade of green. Did he say what the shade was?
I think it's called Keswick green.
Right.
So obviously we're learning more and more about Land Rover even just through this journey of buying this. But there are lots of different iconic greens throughout the however many years they produced this car.
Right.
So the Heritage green, which is that more Cotswoldy green, is actually one of the newer greens that was used for I'm going to indicate that, which was used just for the remaining 50 sorry, I'm bad with bladder, the remaining 500 that they created when they at the end of the production line.
Right.
So that's actually a newer colour. This is an older green, and then obviously before this there's plenty of other green colours. But it's actually quite hard talking and concentrating.
Yeah.
I want to pull in really. And
So what's the verdict after your test drive, darling?
It's unreal. I tell you one thing though, it's not for the faint-hearted. So this is definitely not a car that you take on any busy roads.
No.
I am even a bit nervous taking it on an A road, getting on it, it'll be fine. But it's the manual, and it takes a bit of getting used to. Perfect.
Thank you, thanks Ross.
Perfect. Thanks Ross. But it's beautiful, isn't it? This is a utter work of art. Ross, who's done it up, he does it up as a passion, and I think it's just lovely when it's something that someone's done as a passion rather than just to make money.
Yeah.
We're going to be, we said to him, he needs to start on Instagram, because he says this is number 8 or 9 that he's done. And
That silver one over there is his as well.
That silver one over there. He said actually he's doing a hardtop version of this in the same colour, same grille, same everything.
That's awesome.
Next.
I love that we've got it in a soft top though. I love that we can drive it as a convertible. In the summer, to take the whole top off.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's amazing. But I think, yeah, it's important to mention it's going to be a car for us around.
Imagine taking this down to the beach.
Well, I'm not taking on the motorway.
No.
So, but I think it's going to be hopefully one of those cars that even our children learn to drive in.
Yeah.
Because if you can learn to drive in that, you can drive anything.
Yeah, that's very true.
But it looks, so what I love is, so you look at it, it's actually 2007. So it's not that old.
Okay, well, I am driving the new Defender back home, which can only mean one thing. We officially have a new old Defender. That is so crazy. It's absolutely perfect. It feels like it's been a bit of an impulse buy, but it hasn't really, because we have been on the lookout for something like this for so long, and just the perfect one has come into our lives via a friend sending us a link at the perfect time. And especially with my brother needing a new car, I feel at peace with letting the Mazda go. So I'm going to drive home now, and Charlie is going to follow me. The new old Defender obviously does not have any sat nav. It doesn't have any mod cons in it at all. We'll give you a proper tour around it probably either tonight or tomorrow morning. But for now, 45-minute drive home. I'm going to go extra slowly, hope that we don't run out of fuel, because hope that the old Defender doesn't run out of fuel, because it's only got a quarter of a tank. I think it'll be fine. So yeah. Oh, he's got out, he's looking around. Wish us luck for our first road trip in the old Defender. We made it home in one piece. What do you think, little boys? Come and check it out. I'm not gonna lie, it looks seriously good on our driveway. I kept looking in the mirrors of the car while I was driving, and it just looks so good. What do you think, Dag Dag? And the best thing is, in summer, you can take the roof off and it's a full convertible. Yeah.
The only thing that I haven't figured out is how to move these around.
Yeah, I did notice when you were driving, they're quite wide.
And the only thing, which is why this isn't a car to go everywhere in. If you get to a T-junction and it's tight, to go right, it's very difficult to see left.
Ah.
Because of this. This is your blind spot.
It's like driving a van.
Yeah. Well, you know it's got a Ford Transit engine.
It's something that you get used to. If you sit in my car, my chunky mirrors.
What do you think, Dixie? What do you think, Big Dig?
Yeah, I knew.
What are you doing in here with Granny? We've just been playing chase.
Good morning, my darlings. It is now Thursday morning. I feel like a yo-yo. I'm heading back into London today, and I am so excited for the reason. I'm just trying on outfits for tonight's event, which is, oh my gosh, when this invitation arrived in my inbox, let's just say I am 10 times more excited about this than I was about James Bond. This is tonight. The reopening night of The Lion King on the West End. The Lion King is a part of my life. It was my favourite, absolute favourite by a million miles Disney film growing up. My childhood love was Mufasa. I was in love with him. To be honest, I still am. I've seen The Lion King in the West End probably about 10 times, and I cry throughout every single time. And I know that some people might roll their eyes at this, but I manifested going to the reopening night. It was about a year ago with Freddie actually, when all the West End plays got shut down, and we were saying, oh my gosh, we really have to support the West End when it comes back, and how magical will it be that first night that The Lion King reopens. And Freddie and I said, oh my goodness, we have to be there. And it was about a week ago that I actually received an email inviting me to the reopening night. So, oh my goodness, excited is an understatement. So I have this absolutely incredible Zimmermann dress which feels so perfect for The Lion King. I don't know if people are going to get really dressed up. I think a lot of friends and family of the cast are going to be there tonight, a lot of press as well. I shouldn't think it'll be like a red carpet thing. I highly doubt it, because the West End doesn't really do that. But it's going to be really special, and Freddie and I have got tickets for the Royal Circle, which is such a fantastic place to sit, and it's the reopening night, so why not get dressed up? So this is what I'm going to wear. This dress is just so fabulous. It's like yellows and ambers and golds, just the most beautiful detail to the dress, and I think it is absolutely perfect for The Lion King. I've just very quickly air wrapped my hair. I think I am going to take my Dyson Coral, my cordless, into town with me and add some curls later on because it is raining. I've just got a few meetings in town before the premiere or reopening show, which is at 7 o'clock tonight. So I'm going to get changed into something a little bit more comfortable for my meetings, pop this in my bag. I only want to take one bag with me, so I think I'm just going to take my Burberry tote bag, which is not ideal, like pairing it with this dress, but I need to have my laptop with me and things for today. So I'm gonna quickly get changed, pack this all up, and I will see you on my way into London. Okay, made it into central London, first stop Selfridges, and I like to just have a little look around these floors, not because I particularly want to buy anything from Balmain or Chanel or Fendi, but I just love to look at the new season pieces. Look at all the silhouettes, all the textures, and then when I am shopping in places that I can afford, then I know what to look out for. Things like this. I mean, you can imagine the high street doing like a knitted coatigan like this, or a long line coat. Gorgeous cream knitwear in Fendi. Always something inspiring in Chloe. Look at those tan coloured culottes. Beautiful. My wellies coming back to haunt me. Of course, I always love to have a look at what's going on at Zimmermann. Quite surprised to see this dress here. I've had this dress for, gosh, I would say 8 months or so, so I didn't think it would still be current season, but maybe as we're coming into autumn, it's coming back again. So soft. So they've now got a her pop-up here, so if you've got a special event, you can actually rent some fabulous dresses. Such a good idea. And here's something else that I always miss about living in London. Elan Cafe, the best oat milk latte that you can get in London in my opinion. Some of the best cakes, oh my gosh. Honey cake, that looks gorgeous. Oh. They are a true work of art. So here it is, my favourite drink in the world, the Lucky Charm Oat Milk Latte from Elan. So let me tell you, I know that this is daylight robbery. A normal oat milk latte here is £3 and a Lucky Charm one is £7.50, so you're literally paying £4.50 just for the privilege of a few Lucky Charms sprinkled on top. Do I know that it's daylight robbery? Yes. Do I continue to get them because they're amazing? Yes. Hello darlings, it is now a few hours later and I've just been working at Soho House for a little while, and now I've come to a new place somewhere I've never been before, inspired by dun dun dun! We're having pizza! Why are we having pizza, darling? Are you feeling a little delicate?
Yeah, last night I was supposed to have pizza, but it didn't go to plan because, anyway, we'll say that story for another day.
We'll say that story for another time. Oh my goodness, so this is pepperoni and honey at Pizza Pilgrims, which I'm so excited about. And then where are we going? Circle of Life! What's happening on the honey? And here it is, the Lyceum, the home of the Lion King. Oh my goodness. And blinking step into the sun. and the sun rolling high. What's your favourite song, darling? Can you feel the love tonight? This lighting is disgusting. I'm pink outfit of the day.
You
I'm
look.
auditioning for Simba.
You're like Mufasa, darling.
Mufasa. No.
Female Mufasa.
Mufasa's wife's name?
You're too regal. Oh, Sarabi.
Sarabi. Freddie and I are in the royal circle. And we have our Lion King goodie bags.
Exciting.
It's currently half time. What are your thoughts so far?
Oh, I'm literally, my legs are just covered in goosebumps at every single opportunity.
Oh my god.
And we keep on having to like stop ourselves from
We keep holding hands.
I know, we're like,
For moral support. Oh my goodness. There's a few new bits actually, including some topless men.
I just want to like correct, because in your vlog I said that my favourite song was Can You Feel the Love Tonight? But it's not, it's Be Prepared.
I was gonna say, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? It's quite a mild song. It's powerful.
But yeah, but the Be Prepared is just like, ugh.
It is.
But they had some new, you gone, because the dances in Be Prepared that's new.
Yes, yeah, the topless men in Be Prepared is new, which is great. Also, the bit when Mufasa dies, no, obviously there's no spoilers because everyone knows that Mufasa dies, but when he dies and the ladies are, the female lions are all around him, is that new?
I don't think so, because I've seen them cry the tears before.
Yeah, I remember the tears.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's amazing. And it's half time and I'm gonna go and get some more prosecco.
I'm not.
Oh, I love it.